Hello, I am Cassie Brown, and I am thrilled to welcome you to the Amplify My Impact podcast. After years of consulting and managing programs for some of the top entrepreneurs, CEOs, and marketers in the industry, I am on a mission to expand our contribution, to grow, scale, and create more so we can do and give more. This podcast celebrates entrepreneurs who are boldly stepping up to own their calling, expand their influence, and stretch outside their comfort zone, who've decided to stop playing it small, pick up the mantle of contribution, and serve at a higher level to lead by example and light the way for others. If that's you, then get ready to amplify. There's a fire that burns inside your soul, and we're going to ignite it into a roaring blaze of unstoppable momentum. Hello, Cassie Brown here. Welcome back to Amplify My Impact, and today we're going to be talking about reducing friction in the form of how many decisions that you make every single day. That by intentionally making less decisions and simplifying the process, any process, whether it's team, our solution that we sell, the length of time that it takes for someone to contact you and book for a phone call to close, like minimizing decisions in every area of our lives, what to wear, what to cook for dinner, what chores the kids need to do. Being proactive and planning and reducing the amount of those live decisions that we have to be faced with reduces the burden that we have to carry around on our shoulders and in our heads. And it makes way to clear a space for seeing future opportunities, for growing and scaling what we have right in front of us, and overall simplifying our lives, our relationships, and our businesses. That's what we're talking about today, and I'm really, you guessed it, excited to get started. So let's go. All right, so we're talking about making less decisions. And how do we make less decisions? And it really boils down to slowing down. And I know that seems counterintuitive, to actually slow down to increase momentum, to increase revenue, to increase results, sales, conversions. But slowing down and focusing and having just a little bit of time to plan and prep so you can then execute with precision will make all of the difference in the world, in your life and your business. It'll help you shift from being reactive, constantly just hopping around and putting out fires and just being where you need to be when you need to be there, instead of being intentional and methodical in the way that things are created, delivered, and executed. Our brains are very similar to the environments that we surround ourselves with. Have you ever walked into a cluttered or crowded office space and just started to feel like the pressure closing in on you and wonder, why can't I focus? Why can't I have clarity? Why do I feel like I'm constantly starting and stopping and starting and stopping and restarting again? And it's because there's chaos around us. And decision points create chaos in our business. Some decisions are good, some decisions are bad, some decisions you won't see coming. They'll be completely out of the blue, out of nowhere, and you'll not even know that you needed to prepare for them that day. That's life, and it's going to happen. But if we can do what we can to reduce the amount of decisions when those unexpected things come, we meet them with a level head, cool, calm, and collected, and are presented with a solution a lot faster. So the human brain is like an incredible microprocessor computer. And we make like tens of thousands of decisions every moment of our lives without even knowing it. Breathing, blinking, scratching our arms, reaching for that drink, right? What if we could do the same thing in our businesses? What if some things in our decisions were created to ease that tension, like without even thinking? What our morning routine looks like, what we're going to be publishing that day. And all that comes with just simple structure, systems, and planning. So I want to encourage you. I know this isn't the sexy part of business or marketing, but if you just take the time to plan, 15 minutes could end up saving you 10 plus hours of just chasing yourself on a hamster wheel or being quote unquote busy. So what areas can we plan, and what areas do we plan with Amplify? Well, for starters, Jorge and I have a meeting time. Every single day, we know exactly what time we're meeting, and we also have a routine in the meetings. We're going over what our clients need from us, where we're at, any follow-ups, new clients that are being onboarded, follow-up calls that are being placed, and proposals that need to get out. We also have sections in planning on not just working in our business, but on our business. So just starting by opening up your calendar and starting to block things off. In the morning, I'm going to take a walk. That goes on the calendar. Maybe that's at 8 a.m. At 8:15, I'm going to make some coffee and open my emails, right? I know it kind of seems like you're suffocating yourself with routine, but it also will free your mind and creativity and being able to focus on where you truly want to serve. So instead of losing 2 or 3 hours in the scrolling suck of social media, you've got it slotted for 15 minutes in the morning, maybe 10 or 15 in the afternoon, and then again in the evening, if that is the nature of your business. If it's not the nature of your business, maybe once a day is fine, or every other day is fine. This isn't a one size fits all. Find the areas in your life and your business that you're resistant to, and that's probably where you need to start. Are you constantly struggling with where to go for dinner, or when to cut off, or how to go cook dinner, or even find a recipe, or just order out? If that's a friction point, take the 15 minutes and plan out the whole menu for the week or the month. Sit down with your kids and figure out what their favorite meals are. That's what we're doing right now with the kids, and we're helping them contribute. Less decisions, more money, because the more money and revenue comes when we're focused and clear to serve our clients. What we're doing is we're really just dialing down and filtering down the distractions that we have throughout the day. Steve Jobs, he did this daily with just what he wore, by just wearing a simple t-shirt. Women, if you're listening, how many hours have you wasted flipping through the hangers in your closet just trying to figure out what outfit to wear for the day? That's what I'm talking about here. That's productivity time that you can put back into your business, or hours just spent reading with your kids. However you want to spend this time, you're still increasing your capacity to contribute to your business, and you're reducing the amount of time that you're trading dollar for hours. Because in both areas, life and business, we're not trading that time anymore. We're not constantly in that battlefield of a hamster wheel of, oh, I have to make this decision, or the decisions that have to be made hold you up, or they stop your progress because you're overwhelmed in just all of the consideration of the decisions. There's outsourcing that comes in freeing up your decisions. Don't know what color to put as the background on your website or sales funnel? Outsource that. Get an amazing graphic designer that can run circles around you and do this in their sleep, so you can get back probably the 6 to 8 hours it would have taken you just to find the right shade of blue. So I'm hoping that this topic that we're talking about today is how can you reduce the friction? How can you reduce the number of decisions that you make in the day? Through planning, through outsourcing, through simplifying a process, and that all means slowing down enough to take inventory on the amount of time that you're wasting. Ouch. No one wants to admit that we waste time. We want to be crazy efficient. But it takes time and planning and slowing down just enough to get a really good overview to see what's our routine, what is the framework that we follow, what is my process, is there any duplicity, am I wasting time, am I doing this for 30 minutes every day when it could just take me 15 minutes once a week? Asking yourself those hard questions falls in line with being able to scale and grow your business in a way that reaches just not only its fullest potential, but increases your overall profitability. Buy your time back with outsourcing. Create boundaries that protect your personal time and your business time so that you can stay focused. Give yourself the permission to take an hour for yourself, to meditate, to do yoga, to read. That's where these decisions and discipline come in, and that translates to increased revenue over time. Simplify the process, increase your sales and sanity. So I hope you enjoyed what we were talking about today. I'd love to hear how you're incorporating this into your business and your life. And this is not a one and done. This is something that we constantly evaluate ourselves with. Some systems come in and then we might stop introducing others or even being loyal to the ones that we created. So maybe it's just that, deciding to stick with the parameters and boundaries that we've set in place to protect ourselves, our time, our money, and our business, and our attention. Focused attention 100% of the time is what you will be able to scale your business with. Simplifying how you can create that clarity and solutions will lead to more sales day in and day out every single time. So please share, let us know what you are doing to make less decisions in your business and personal life. I cannot wait to see you next time and catch you on one of the Friday calls. Please reach out to us, connect with us in the communities, and let us know how this is applying to your life. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. I hope you've received value, encouragement, and exactly what you need to help keep you in momentum to grow and impact the world around you. Big or small, we all make a difference. Thanks also for subscribing, downloading, and leaving a review. This helps us reach others who need this message in their life. If you know anyone who would benefit from this podcast, please share so you and I can help more people boldly step into purpose. It is my heart's mission to help and encourage others. My internal belief that a rising tide lifts all ships. So much of what we talk about on the podcast is leading with value and building relationships through service. So we've created a collection of resources for you to continue growing, whether you are just getting started or ready to scale your business. Visit amplifymyimpact.com for show notes, downloads, programs, and more information about how to directly work with our team to amplify your impact and change the world.